Shall we begin?
Gamer Gen Xer here, and we're going to talk about Iron Saga, this new fighting game. And let me tell you, it's on Steam right now. There's a sale for it, but I've talked about this game before. I went through the menus. There was a actual demo for it for a while, and now it is fully out. And yeah, you've got your verses, you've got your practice, you've got your friends. There's a single player kind of like campaign mode, but let me tell you, the style of this game, now that we finally have it, there are some new characters that I haven't seen, of course, in the demo. Not every character was available, but what we have here is like this new character here, like Nero, that was brand new, just like added very recently. But the key draw to this, besides that it's a new fighting game, is that it has classic robots and not Gundam robots. We've got Mazinger, we've got Getter Robo, we've got Dan Kuga, along with the Iron Saga Mechs, or Mecha, if you will, which is a Chinese mobile game. It was more like a shooter strategy game, I believe that's the case. But here you can see you've got to unlock some of the colors, and the most dynamic thing about it is that there's this arsenal system where it completely changes the way your characters fight. It is quite unique. I haven't played anything else like it. I do like the fact also too that the characters are SD. They're not chibi, they're SD, as in super deformed. Chibi means child, so for those of you who go to Japan and say chibi and they don't know what you're talking about, that's why. I've had friends who've messed that up. But anyway, something like this, like Getter Robo, is able to switch between 3 robots, and with a completely different move set and combos, and the game feels really smooth, really interesting, and it does require that you look at that, just awesome. Requires that you really know your inputs. There is no automatic combos or anything like that. It's fairly easy to get started. Here's Dan Cougar, one of my favorites. I mean, I would have never thought Dan Cougar would be in a fighting game like Super Robot War, which is a tactical game in Japan. It's been around for generations, man. Here I'm just showing some of the gameplay. Just awesome. He feels fantastic. It's one of the bigger robots. And let me say this too. There's the sword there. And I was like, the feel of flipping your sword out and back and forth. Look at that. Just incredible. The game is a lot of fun. I was flipping out the sword to confuse the enemy there multiple times just to see, could I do that and into a super? And you're going to see that. Yeah, the game is great. And it's much more complicated than I realized. There are offensive techniques. There are defensive. Now, here's Dan Cougar. I'm playing against it. And this is a different arsenal where it's more projectile, like a zoner. Before you saw with the sword, this Dan Cougar does not have the sword. And you'll kind of see the difference here as I'm using Mephisto, one of the mechs from Iron Saga. Just incredible. And also, too, there are just things like I just learned right there that if I hold down the button, I can actually make my fireball much more powerful. And there's the super of him shooting his super doing about 30% damage. Incredible. The game is wonderful. Now, here is a character who's kind of like an all-arounder. He's like a soldier type. He has a sword gun. He's got a shield. He's got an ice grenade. He's got an EMP grenade. And then here's another super. Most of these I can kind of chain into, just like a Street Fighter or a King of Fighters kind of situation. And other times, it's much harder to do. Now here, we are seeing a different arsenal where I have a shield where it's much more of a defensive rush down. Now, the shield for this character, I thought I was able to block those missiles, but if you notice, they went right through. And this character, even though it's the same character, is much harder to use. Here, I'm trying to parry and trying to use it. I am not good at predicting as far as like parries and things like that. So me playing this same character that you saw earlier is much harder. And then there you go. You saw the Fist of Fury kind of Star Platinum from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or Kanjiro from Fist of the North Star. They have large characters. Here is one of my favorite characters. I believe it's Wu Zong or something like that. It's a Chinese name. So this character is huge. He's by far the largest mecha in the game. And once again, the arsenal changes everything. I purposely played against, and it goes right into a super, where you're seeing two large characters fight against each other, and you feel the weight of these characters. The arsenal system actually changes the way these characters feel. Here's kind of like the joke character, Boss Robot or Rorot or something like that. But he's a mixture of Dalsim and Zangief and Blanca. So he can stretch. He is an extremely fun character to play. I didn't think I would like him that much, but he is just so much fun. And those stretches and those twirls really catch you off guard. He's a very tricky character. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy him. You'll see some of the... I haven't played the second version of him, which is the Arsenal, where he actually has projectiles, I believe. But here you'll just see me messing around. And this is me only playing about the first 2 hours of the game. And I'm still learning how to do combos. There are people who are just doing full-on, long string combos. I haven't been able to be that lucky. Now, one thing I will say is that there's only 12 characters right now. But there has been an announcement of DLC and things like that. There is, like I said, a single player. Of course, there's online. You'll unlock some colors. There is rumors that you will get new arsenals and things like that. But I think the biggest thing that's going to help this game in the future is more characters. And here, I've gotten better after about 2 hours of playing. Up, you see I blocked it there. He's rushed down, blocked it again, shot the shield out. I should have kept attacking, but I backed off. I realized I could thrust a little bit, more. And there, just like Fist of the North Star. So, yeah, it takes some time to get a little bit familiar with characters. And this is something I learned just new right there. If I have enough energy, I can hold that shield down for a long time. So, the art style is great. I absolutely love the Arsenal system. Besides having just smooth mechanics. And let me tell you, if you move up the difficulty will destroy you. As a casual. Since I'm a Gen X gamer, probably not the fastest as far as my combos as I used to be in my younger years. But yeah, the CPU was destroying me. It was blocking everything. It seemed like the AI really picked up on the way that I fought. There is a new video that shows more of what the DLC is coming out for this game. And it turns out it's going to be free, so I will make a separate video for that later. Other than that, the game, I mean, just look at it. And the characters are actually, for being SD, are really, you can't really appreciate it until you play it yourself. Right now, like I said, it's only on PC. It's not mobile, even though it comes from a mobile background. But there's rumored, if I heard correctly, that it will be coming to consoles later, like the Nintendo Switch, like PlayStation 5, and that sort of situation in the future. And I think they're doing that to get all the bugs out and to really have a bigger roster and probably charge a lot more. But look at the art style. SD, love it, Mazinga. And I will also do a video in the future of classic robots that I would want to be in it. No Gundam, I would say. Keep Gundam out of it. Here is some of the robots. Look at this one. It's literally called Gangster from the Iron Saga franchise. They have their own mechs that I would like to see. This one right here is one of the most popular ones. I forgot the name of it in me quickly making this video. Tell me, have you played this game? Tell me your feedback on it. It's on sale right now for like $25 or something like that. I think without the discount, it's like $29, so like $30. I say it's worth it because it is just so much fun, and you're going to get free DLC in the future, at least the first season of it. And I plan to make more videos to show you some of the other interesting things about this game if you're curious. Thanks for listening to the Gamer Gen Xer.